Welcome back. We are here with part one of Eliza's reign, and I am so excited for this. I think that Cordelia's reign went so well, and I'm so happy about it. So I am excited to keep going and see what happens for Eliza and her family. So we are going to start with Eliza's birthday. She is becoming a regular adult today. So that is really exciting for her. It's definitely a hard time. It's been about a sim week since Cordelia passed away. We do have a little bit of time in there. So all the grieving is, mostly over. But, um, I think that it's a big adjustment for them. I mean, Eliza's now the queen, and she has to run this whole kingdom and deal with everything that comes up. And so, she doesn't have her mother there to help her out or to take the lead anymore. And it's a pretty big deal. So, she is going to be navigating this new situation. And the first thing is she's going to invite over everyone for her birthday. So they are all going to come over and we'll have her blow out the candles, and then we'll give her a little makeover. So I'm really excited about that. I love the way her makeover looks. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Um, Literally will happen in a minute. So anyway, here is everyone coming over, and all the babies are done being born, so that's good. And they're also no more babies, they're all at least toddlers, so that's what's going on there. And as you know, I have this weird bug in my game where they can't blow out the candles inside. But anyway, let me think. Cordelia and German have 5 kids. Nasir and Regina have 5 kids. Cassidy and Mikel have 5 kids. Ashlyn and Yuji have 4 kids. And Killian and Blaze have 3. Adora and Kayla have 3. Apollo and Marla have 2. So that's where we're at. Now we're going to head into the Create a Sim, like I said. And I'm just going to show off her outfits here. So here's her everyday outfit. And I did keep like a crop top situation because just because you're getting older doesn't mean you can't show off what you got. So here is her formal wear. And I forgot to add earrings, so we're just quickly putting those on. Here is her athletic wear and her nightwear, little lingerie. And then I did have her kind of quote unquote inherit that red dress from her mother. So I thought that that would be sweet if she wore that. And then here's her bathing suit and her hot weather and her cold weather. So I really like the way that she looks. I think that the long hair looks really good on her. I was really surprised because she's had short hair like her whole life. So I think that it looks really good, and I'm really happy with the way that her makeover turned out. So now we're going to head back home and finish our party. And what was I saying before that? Babies. Yes. Okay. So, and then the only other thing you need to know about the babies as a recap is that um, Ashlyn's youngest son is actually Mikel's baby, not her husband Yuji's baby. And Regina's daughter, Joanna, is actually her father in law's baby, not her husband's. And I think that's it for any drama. So, Regina's father in law is deceased now, so it's not like that's going to come up and be a problem. But unfortunately, well, I don't know unfortunately for who, I mean, but Ashlyn Ashlyn's a redhead. Yuji has black hair. The baby is blonde. The baby is blonde hair with purple eyes, just like Miguel. And I was like, oh my gosh. So there's no way that they're going to be able to pass that baby off as Yuji's. So it is definitely going to come up later in this part. But for right now, we are just having the family here. And Leto has the mental aspiration, so he's doing his homework. And then these two are getting it on in the hot tub. So that's what's going on there. And Simon's birthday is coming up as well. So here's the family tree. And I just wanted to show you really quickly. This is the baby. Like, look at that little blonde baby. There's no way. There's no way they can pass that off. So that is going to be the first thing that Eliza has to deal with. Rumors are going around. How come the baby looks just like Mikel? I mean, only the royal family has purple eyes as well. So there's just no way that they can pretend that that's, you know, anyone else's baby. So, anyway, it is now Remembrance Day, and we are headed over to the graveyard, and we are going to have everyone mourn. So I'm going to send each person to a different mausoleum. So I'm going to have Simon come over here, and then Leto come over here. Here are the pictures. Yeah. So all of Gen 1 is currently deceased, so we're going to have everybody mourn for them. And I'm going to send Eliza to go mourn for the royal family. And that is her father, Xander, her mother, Cordelia, and then on the left, that's Matilda, who was a mother figure to Cordelia at the beginning. So that's what's going on there. Everyone is mourning the graves. I'm trying really hard to get good pictures, but the way that I built this, the camera work is hard. So, anyway, we have her mourning, and actually, I think she could not mourn Cordelia's grave because I put so much stuff in front of it, but whatever. So, that is fine there, and everyone is enjoying the day, just kind of thinking back on Gen 1 and everyone in it, and, you know, really connecting with the past. So I thought that this would be a good segue to Eliza's reign, to have everyone, you know, kind of acknowledge the past, and then we'll have her coronation party. So that is what we're going to do. So we've officially laid Gen 1 to rest, and now we are going to have the coronation of Gen 2. So let's send everyone home, and I'm just going to switch over here. Yeah. And then we'll call them home, and then we'll start a party. So here we are. The kids are playing on the playground at home, and just bringing the parents home, and then we will start a party. But also, I don't know why her big fat happy family aspiration says she's not a parent yet. Whatever. So here we go. And yeah, I think that it's going pretty good. So we are going to have Eliza's coronation. She is officially Queen Eliza, and her husband is King Simon. Now, I know in real life he would be like Prince Simon, but this isn't real life and I don't really care. So, anyway, Eliza is the one inheriting the throne, and Simon is her husband. And Leto is their firstborn. And if you're new here, if you're just starting off on this generation, um, we are doing heirs only by eye color. So the heir has to have purple eyes, and Leto does not have purple eyes, he has brown eyes. And then we have Seth, who does have purple eyes. So Seth is our current crown prince. He's also evil. And then Reliana, who's the youngest, also has purple eyes. So if anything happens to Seth, Reliana will inherit the throne. I think, let's see, do I even know the order here? Um, Eliza is first, then Seth, then Reliana. Mikhail technically can't inherit because he was not King Xander's child. He was an affair baby, even though he did inherit the purple eyes. So I think that that would kind of be a last resort type of thing. Mikhail and his children. I can't remember if any of his children with Cassie. Yeah, they do. The triplets have purple eyes, and then this new baby Finn does have purple eyes as well. And then um, Regina doesn't have purple. Killian would be next. Yeah, Killian's the only other one. So it goes Eliza, Seth, Reliana, that's the royal family, and then Killian is Eliza's younger sibling. And Killian has purple eyes, and Killian has one child with purple eyes. So that's our order of succession here. Anyway, they're having a dinner party. They're all eating food and enjoying themselves, and she is eating a caramel apple, even though I don't really think that that looks very much like caramel. It kind of looks more like cheese. But anyway, we are going to have everyone dance, and then I also want her to check on the money trees here really quickly. And I'm going to just also end the gathering. This is basically over. We're going to end the dinner party and the holiday and the gathering. And I think that everyone had a lot of fun. I think that it's a good way to bring in the new rain. I think that it's going to be really exciting. I think Eliza looks beautiful. I love her makeover, and I'm really excited to see where everything goes with this generation. So, we are going to get back to um, Eliza's first job as queen in just a moment. I do want her to work on her aspiration a little bit, so she's going to read to Leto. Seth is going through a rebellious phase, so I'm just not even going to bother with that. And so here we go. I have to continually be like, no, take the book back, don't put it away. And then we will get that done. And then after that, I think that Eliza is now the queen, and she kind of decides that she needs to figure out what she's going to do about the whole thing that is going on with Mikal and Ashlyn and the baby, because everybody knows that's not Yuji's baby. So they're just like, okay, you've got to step up, because the last time that something like this happened, Cordelia was able to pass the children off as her own children, and Regina is also able to pass the child off as her own. And so um basically Mikal can't do that. And the last time someone got someone pregnant out of wedlock, they had to get married. It was actually also Mikhail. He's a serial romantic, and he got Cassidy pregnant with the triplets as teenagers, and they had to have a wedding. And of course, he's not even home. And I'm like, come home right now. We need you to talk about this situation. So Mikhail comes home, and Eliza's waiting at his house for him. And she's the queen now, so she's got to handle this stuff. And she kind of talks to him, and she's like, seriously, like, you couldn't have at least used protection or something. So they're kind of talking about it, and he is not very like worried about it. He's just kind of like, everybody knows this is how I am. I don't really care. So she brings Cassidy, his wife, into the conversation. She's like, Cassidy, what's the deal here? And Cassidy is like strangely calm about it. And she's like, well, there's nothing I can do. I know how he is, and my only thing is I'm not going to raise that baby. It's not my baby. I don't want it in my household. Now Cassidy is the Duchess. Mikhail is her husband. So she inherited this position. So he doesn't really get a say in what goes on in the household in that way. So um, she basically says, I'm that kid's not welcome over my house. And also she's, not happy with the situation, obviously. So then Eliza goes over to Ashlyn's house, and here's the baby. Like, seriously, looks just like Mikkel. There's no way you're passing that off as Yuji's baby. So she comes and sees the baby, and yeah, there's Yuji. He's got black hair. This is not his baby. So she comes and sees the baby, and she's like, "Yeah, that's my brother's baby." So, um, that's what's going on there. And she's gonna talk to Ashlyn and Yuji and kind of say like, well, so first she's gonna talk to Ashlyn and be like, Ashlyn, what's the deal here? And I think, well, okay, first off, Ashlyn needs to be reset and put back in her outfit. Um, So anyway, so Ashlyn's kind of like brushing her off. She keeps trying to go over to talk to her, and it's not really happening. So I'm thinking that Ashlyn's just kind of like, whatever, like, what is anybody going to do about it? We're both married. There's no fixing it. So I'm not going to worry about it. So Eliza comes up and talks to her and Yuji and is kind of asking, like, what should we do about this? Like, how can we resolve this? And Yuji is really hurt by the situation. He's really hurt by the fact that his wife cheated, and him and Eliza are actually pretty good friends. So they're going to give each other a hug, and she's just going to be like, are you okay? Like, are you okay with this? And he just kind of says, and Eliza told them that Cassidy wants nothing to do with the baby. Mikhail is like, can't be bothered. So, Yuji kind of says, this is my son. Like, he may not be my biological son, but he's my son. So I'm going to raise him, and I'm just going to have to forgive her. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. And they could get divorced, but I don't think that. I mean, they've got no other options. These are all the Sims in the whole world. So it's not like he could get remarried right now. Nobody is available. So basically, everyone's just kind of resigned to it. And Seth keeps dancing even though he doesn't like dancing. And so Eliza sees Mikhail. He's waiting for her at home. I guess he was more worried about what happened after all. So she just kind of tells him it's handled. Like, nobody's going to do anything to the kid. Nobody's going to do anything to you, but don't do it again. Like, stop. Don't put me in this position where I have to figure out what's going on here. So that was the first thing that Eliza dealt with as queen. And of course, she thinks that it's resolved. Is it resolved? No, but that is something she's going to have to learn as time goes on. So here we are in screenshots, and we are just taking a look at the cemetery here and then Eliza's coronation dinner. So I think that everything went pretty well. Oh, she looks so good. Look at her. um, I am so excited for this Rain, second generation, second Rain, season two, whatever you want to call it. I am so excited about it. And I'm really happy that things are going to start focusing more on Eliza's little family unit and her life. And I think she's going to make a great queen. So I hope that you'll stick with me on this. And I will catch you guys in the next one.